All right, I really gotta change this lighting because this is crazy. And I'm about to go into Scorpio, and you know it's about to be popping. Peace, loves, and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. And I was actually thinking that this is definitely a channel because all that I do in these videos is literally channel. So when they say make it make sense, this one definitely makes sense. Okay. If you are new here, hello, welcome. My name is Emerald, and I'm so thankful that you're here on this beautiful channel. Go ahead and hit that red subscribe button so that you can be a part of this amazing community, and let's get it poppin'. So Jupiter's been on my mind lately. Like, I don't actually know why, but Jupiter just came out of the woodwork and was like, hey, you need to focus on me. And I was like, okay, Jupy, like, it's really no problem. Like, what you got? So Jupiter literally just came into my awareness, and it was just like, I want you to make a video. Let's start channeling. Like, let's just start tapping into the Jupiterian energy. And I was like, okay, well, what is it about you, Jupiter, that makes you so special? Because everybody loves the planet of Jupiter, and I just feel like Jupiter has been the planet that's low key a little misunderstood. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because everyone's just like, yeah, it's good luck, opportunity, optimism. But I also feel like there's a deeper kind of energy that Jupiter brings that we don't really pay attention to. So some things kind of came up, and I just want to discuss them with y'all and go through Jupiter through all of the signs just to kind of solidify that Jupiter isn't just about what they say it's about. So everyone loves that Jupiter brings opportunity. And I was like, okay, well, how does Jupiter bring opportunity to you? And as I was meditating on this question, it came to me that Jupiter brings you opportunity, and it brings your manifestations to reality through inner expansion. Jupiter is just like so undercut. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but y'all realize that this is one of the most spiritual planets that we have in our chart, because Jupiter literally is the 9th house ruler, and the 9th house is the church. It is the pastor. It is the teacher. It is the preacher. Everything that has to do with Sagittarius, 9th house, Jupiterian energy is very profoundly spiritual, and it's not just about having fun for kicks and giggles. Literally, Jupiter is spirit talking to you on a huge level, on a very deep level, and it's like, how do you want to expand yourself? When you think about your manifestations and what you want to manifest in life, you have usually small ideas that turn into bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Like, you want more of your manifestation, or you're able to really solidify and like simplify what you want. And that's, I feel like, what Jupiter really brings. Like, Jupiter really is the planet of manifestation, and it has been drastically slept on. Through inner expansion, you gain and you learn to trust yourself. You really learn to trust your spiritual guides, your ancestors, and anybody who's above you working for you. You really learn to surrender, and you learn to trust in the process. Have y'all ever had those experiences where you thought something was going to be one way, but it totally turned out to be another way, and you were like disgusted? You were like, why did this even happen? Like, why did I even do this to myself? And there was a part of you, though, that didn't listen to your intuition, and something hit inside of you like, this gift isn't really for you. This manifestation isn't really going to happen the way that you wanted it to. It was something that kind of like you thought about, even if it was for like a split second, but you still went after it. And then when you went after it, you discovered that it really wasn't for you, but that there was something much better for you. That's Jupiter. Jupiter be playing. Like, I don't care what nobody said. Everyone's like, oh yeah, Mercury's the only trickster. I think Jupiter is a little trickster planet. I'm telling you, like, he likes to have fun. He likes to play too many games. Sometimes Jupiter just be on that energy of like playing too many games. And sometimes I feel like Jupiter puts things in front of you to trick you. Like, you thought you wanted this. No, you really don't. You really don't want that. Like, that was just a little play joke. Sometimes you judge yourself, like, why was I put in this situation? Why did I allow myself to be put in this situation? But without you being put in that specific situation, you would have never learned what you wanted and what you didn't want, which is very important, because when you are manifesting, you need to be as specific as possible. And so when you go through these life experiences, experiencing very specific things, then you know not to add that to the list. Like, you thought you wanted that $30,000 yacht added, but then you went on a yacht, you got seasick, and now you don't want the yacht no more, okay? So it's really important that when you're working with Jupiter to be very specific, but in order to be specific, you need to have experienced what you really love and what you really don't love. What I also found is that Jupiter just loves to make you feel deep. Like if you're not feeling your manifestations, if you're just kind of like, oh yeah, it'd be cool to have that, that's when the lesson comes in. But when you're truly feeling it and you're spiritually aligned with your manifestation and you feel it deep in your gut that this is for you, that's when Jupiter expands it with good luck and opportunity and optimism. But you need to be in that good state, that good feeling first in order to truly manifest. That's why they always tell you to feel it, feel the emotion, get happy. All of those things is because Jupiter is ruling over your manifestation and asking you for real, do you want this or not? Because if you don't feel it, then I'm not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like your partner in crime. It's just like, if you thought you wanted that purse, your card declines. But the one purse that you really did want, your card always goes through. You like your card manages to go through in the most crazy situations, but it manages not to go through when it's something that you really don't want or that your heart's not really in. Jupiter is just asking you to be excited for your manifestation. Be excited for your dreams. Be excited for your blessings. Be excited and feel optimistic about them coming to you. Because if you are stuck in a mindset like Saturn, which is like, oh, I got to do all this work. I have to overthink this blessing. I have to overdo. Jupiter is just asking you to feel happy. Like, get excited. If you know that you made your order on Amazon, you know that it's coming to your door. Get excited about it and stop planning around what if it doesn't come. Jupiter is all about it's coming. It's coming. So you need to get ready for it. Jupiter really is like the spirit of things, and Saturn is the earth side of things. So if you want things from Saturn, of course you have to do some Saturnian work, but you have your spirit guides who can literally move mountains for you. If you have more faith in anything, then things just happen for you. They just click, right? Like you're just like, oh wow, that just happened perfectly with ease. This just happened perfectly with ease for me. Like, this is just so easy. How is it so easy? I'm feeling good. This feels so good. All that feeling good is because you're allowing Jupiter to flow in through you. And when you're putting too much pressure on yourself, that's Saturn coming in talking about you need discipline here. You need to write a to-do list here. You need to make sure that you've checked in your bags here. You need to make sure all of this, right? You have your earthly things, and that is so important, but you need to realize that spirit has your back on a much higher level. So yes, you have to get the nitty-gritty done with Saturn energy, which is just like making sure that you've packed your bags so that you can go, making sure that you've got the suitcase so that you can go. And Jupiter can expand that for you by like picking out the suitcase that you want. Maybe you didn't have enough money for it. All of a sudden you got the money for the suitcase. It's perfect timing. So you have to let those two flow in together. Also, you know who came through was Uranus. Uranus was like, what about me? What about me? Like, talk about me too. Uranus is your own inner potential. So it's important for you to tap into Uranus because Uranus is going to be very specific in your manifestation. Like, that's where you get the specificity from, is from Saturn and Uranus, because Uranus is your own unique individual self. Like, yes, we are all part of the collective, but Aquarius and Uranus energy remembers, but I'm made different. I'm made in my own special way. I want my own specific manifestations. Like, if everyone's manifesting a mansion, that's fine, but my mansion is going to be purple. Like, that's what makes you different. So you need to respect and honor your differentness, your uniqueness when you're manifesting. And it's about what you want. It's not just about what you saw on TikTok, but you're going to take what you saw on TikTok and now make it into what you specifically want. Oh, I like that cup, but I want it to be bedazzled. Oh, I like that cup, but I really want it to be frosted with the details. And then when you have that specific excitement for that manifestation, then Jupiter can come in and expand that in the spiritual realm so that the spirit realm can bring it to you in the physical realm, because now you have a cup holder for your cup. You know what I'm talking about? Like, is this not clicking or is it clicking? Okay, let it click, click, clack. Okay. So this part is going to hit really deep, right? Like, this part hit me real deep, yo. It goes back to the Amazon package. You know that you hit the order button. It charged your little card, right? So you know it's coming if it charged the card now. It charged the card and it's coming to you. You have to be patient and you have to have faith. This is really where faith comes in, is like, I have faith in God. I have faith in my spirit guides to deliver whatever I need to me in the perfect divine timing and in the perfect way for me, because you were so specific and you were so deep in your feeling for it that, of course, your spiritual team, which is Jupiter energy, your spiritual team is going to bring those manifestations to you in the right time. But you can't be sitting here clicking and clacking, worrying, checking the tracking every 5 seconds. No, you need to live and just start to embrace and embody what it's going to really be like when that package comes to you and you finally got your favorite sweater. So again, whether it's real or not, like, you have to really feel like this is for you. And if it's false in any way, Jupiter is going to blow it up in your face, because Jupiter expands everything, right? So if you knew that something or somebody was not right for you, but you still went against your intuition, you went against all the signs, you went against your gut, Jupiter is going to play with you like, oh, okay, you thought you wanted this. Yeah, we're going to give it to you. We're going to give it to you. But it always ends up like not what you really wanted. And it ends up out of control sometimes, because you manifested this, you were praying for this, like you were really specific on what you really wanted, but it was more out of like greed, or it was more out of comparison than it was really tapping into your own inner potential and honoring your own inner uniqueness. You tried to copycat, and through the copycat you don't get what you really want, or you get exactly what you thought you wanted, but it ends up being BS. Jupiter will literally slap that in your face and be like, now what? Now what we finna do? Okay, like, now what? You got what you wanted, you hate it, you're not happy, so now what? So just remember those things, especially when you're working with Jupiter and you're trying to manifest something so hard. Make room for spirit to make altercations for you. Like, really, honestly, like if you're scripting and stuff and you write at the end, like, all is well, all is good, go on ahead and slide in that little asterisk. If spirit would like to make any altercations, please do so, okay? Because spirit can see much more than you can. Spirit knows exactly what you're up against, and you don't. That's Jupiter for you. It's always looking out for you, but you need to be optimistic when you're manifesting, and you can't manifest out of fear. That's a huge thing, is like you're manifesting out of scarcity, you're manifesting out of scaredness. That needs to stop now. That needs to end. And you can only manifest out of your true bliss and out of your heart space. That's what it's about. You're manifesting through the ideas that spirit has given to you, not the other way around. Because honestly, like, your dreams can be so big. Like, I'm talking about Neptune energy, where you have this illusion of what it could be, right? That's how we imagine. That's how we have our dreams. That's how we start to manifest, is we need Neptune's energy. But sometimes Neptune can really blur things out, and like, you think you want something, but then you don't. And it's the same thing with Pluto. Neptune and Pluto came through when I was meditating on Jupiter energy, because Neptune and Pluto are some of the biggest influential planets on what you really desire. These are your desires. Like, especially Pluto. You've got to watch my Pluto video. If you have not watched Pluto video, get on the Pluto video, because I'm telling you, how you gain and lose your power is really big in how you manifest and how you want to achieve your dreams. And everything has to do with the correlation of all the planets. But Jupiter is the one actually delivering these manifestations to you. And if you're not aware of your Jupiter placement and of your Jupiter energy, then you're going to get thrown off by Pluto, by the sun, by Neptune, by all these other planets who want all these other things. It's really about you and Jupiter, because what do you and your spiritual team want for you in this lifetime? That's the most important. That's the base. That's your life's purpose, truly, is what spirit wants for you, so that you can walk a path of ease and you don't have to struggle through everything because of your own illusions that you've created for yourself. Okay, so let's get to Jupiter through all the signs. This is going to be a real quick little channel. It's not going to be like my other channels where I go like deeply into depth, but I might go into deep depth. I don't really know yet. I got Jupiter in Scorpio, so you never know what's coming, okay? You never know. Okay, so this is really talking about the opportunity that Jupiter puts in your lap in order to see if you're ready, right? This is going to be something that Jupiter will bring right to your doorstep. Hey, this is something that you wanted. Did you really want that? Are you sure that you really wanted that? And this is how Jupiter tests you. Like, I'm telling you, Jupiter's a little trickster. If you're doing too much sometimes, like, dang, Jupiter, you really brought all this to my door. You said you wanted it. Damn, I don't want it like this. Like, dang, be more specific. Be more specific. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with Aries. So the opportunity that Jupiter is going to drop in your lap is the opportunity to be confident. And this could just be a random situation where you're in front of a large group of people or you're in front of a couple people and you've been feeling real low on yourself or something like that. Like your manifestation energy has just been feeling a little off. Jupiter is going to bring you that light where you can step up and be a leader, where you can step up and be confident. And if you don't take that opportunity, then do you really want what you say you want? Do you really want what you say that you want? Because Aries is all about, oh, I'm getting what I want. I don't care who come before or after. I'm coming when I'm coming, okay? That's Aries energy. Aries in Jupiter in Aries. Oh my goodness. Like this is a huge possibility for your confidence, for a huge expansion in your self-esteem, in your own persona and everything. So if you don't take those opportunities that Jupiter gives to you, like showing up and showing out with your friends, being a leader when a leader needs to be had, like all these things that come up that seem so low-key and subtle, they're not low-key and subtle. They're for you to show you what kind of opportunities that Jupiter is bringing to you and what you actually want out of life. For Taurus, if you have Jupiter in Taurus, the opportunity that Jupiter brings to you is being patient. Straight up, like, are you patient enough to receive the blessing that you want? Y'all have some big dreams. Like, I see y'all, Jupiter and Taurus, y'all are literally trying to expand your earth matter. Like, it comes down to like houses, purses, shoes, like just cars, all those things. You really desire those things, right? And Jupiter will give you little bitty opportunities here and there to show you like, okay, you've been patient enough, you can have this. And if you're grateful enough, if you're really thankful for your spiritual team pulling that through for you, more huge blessings will come to you. More huge, I'm talking about a huge, like y'all be living in mansions, having all the cars, I'm telling you. But you need to appreciate the little things that come to you, especially through time and through patience. They will yield very big rewards for you. Oh, Jupiter and Gemini. Okay, I see y'all. That's a double trickster energy. Y'all be playing with people. Y'all just be playing with people, and Jupiter gives you the opportunity to communicate through your throat chakra, like through truth. Are you being honest with this person? Are you being honest with yourself? Are you being truthful? Are you really connecting with your spiritual team and speaking through a higher knowledge? Or are you just talking out your ass? Because Jupiter will call you out. They will call you out. And I bet y'all have had situations where you were just talking, and you slipped up and you said something that you were not supposed to say. And Jupiter just sitting there like, yeah, you wanted all this popularity, you wanted all this attention on you. You got it now. But you effed up. So you need to make sure that you're being aligned with integrity when you're speaking and when you're communicating. And through that, you're going to have a bigger stage. Like I see you, like the more truth you speak, the bigger your audience will get. But the more shady you are, the more, like you try to cut corners and things like that, Jupiter is not going to appreciate that. And your spiritual team is not going to appreciate that. So you're not going to get as many people as you thought that you want, because that's your manifestation. It's like being able to preach and teach in front of a lot of people. I see that in you, but you need to be honest and you need to be more authentic. And that's how you're going to get there. Jupiter in Cancer, oh my goddess, I could just see like y'all are so sweet. Like, of course, Cancer energy is like always sweet, but with Jupiter here, you're just like so sweet. Like you're always willing to help people out. Like you're literally always of service. I really feel like that. And I'm not even, on Virgo yet, but y'all, Cancer energy, y'all are always of service. And so Spirit is saying that the opportunity that Jupiter is giving to you is to be more authentic in your connections, because I feel like a lot of y'all build up walls, or you use a lot of comedy and a lot of like underhand things like emotional manipulation to get kind of what you want or to get out of situations. But Spirit is saying you need to be more vulnerable, and Jupiter is giving you opportunity to be more vulnerable with people, to really open up to the right people. And the more you do that and the more you trust yourself, the more you're going to come into contact with people who really respect you. And that's the number one thing that you want. You just want people who see you and respect you for the real, loving, kind, genuine person that you are, and the giver that you are. Like you're such a giver. So the more that you connect with genuine people and you open up and you don't like shell up, you're going to receive more people who are also givers, and you won't feel so depleted all the time. So open up, okay? Ooh, it's getting dark out here. I'm so sorry. Okay, so Leo energy, when we got Jupiter in Leo, it's important for you to understand that you're the star of the show. You're the star of the show. You are the whole show. And you've been like undercover, like you've been having some self-esteem issues, Jupiter and Leo, because you shine so bright. Oh my gosh. Like, you know, just having Leo energy in general, you shine, but Jupiter expands everything and makes it more happy and cheery and like everything. And people can get easily turned off by that because they don't feel it on the inside of themselves. So they have a hard time acknowledging or seeing or just being grateful for the light that you are, Jupiter and Leo. Like, you have so much light in you, like blinding light, right? People are jealous of you all the time. So this is an opportunity. Jupiter gives you the opportunity for you to shine your light no matter how anybody is feeling, because this isn't about anybody else. This is about you and your spiritual team, and somebody who you're shining a light on really needed that light, even if they don't appreciate it. But the opportunity that Jupiter gives is that through time, you're going to be receiving more people in your life that appreciate your light, and they can see what a star you are. They can see how fantastic you are, and they can see how easy it is for you to have a lot of manifestations. Like, I'm feeling like people would be jealous of your manifestations because you can manifest very quickly with this placement. Fire and Jupiter, it's like, just say the word and I'm there, right? Just say the word and I'm there. People are so envious of you, but you need to shine your light no matter what. And as long as you keep unapologetically shining from your heart, from your truth, from spirit, then you can only be attracting more opportunities like that. Period. All right, I gotta find a light because it's getting dark in here, and I know the Virgos ain't gonna be having it. All right, so for my Jupiter and Virgo people, the opportunity that Jupiter brings to you is to be satisfied with your life. Yeah. You are so dissatisfied with life because you want so much, because you want so much out of it. Like, you see every single beautiful thing out there. You see every detail of everything. You are expanding all of your senses. You have hella anxiety. You got to get that checked out. All right. Drink some tea. But Jupiter is going to bring you the opportunity to love your life. It's the little moments. It's the quiet moments. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, Jupiter and Virgo. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's those quiet moments where you don't feel the anxiety, where you don't feel the chaos. And you have to appreciate that. You have to settle in and be like, a breath of fresh air, because you were always magnifying, looking forward, doing all this, doing all that with your mind. Jupiter brings in those really calm, quiet moments for you to relax. Virgo, relax. All right. So the more you do that, the more you appreciate the time that you can relax, Jupiter will bring much more peace for you, because that's all you crave, Jupiter and Virgo, is peace. I completely understand. That's all you manifest, is like, I need a peaceful place to live. Like, y'all love just the peace, right? Having the opportunity to connect with spirit and to trust your intuition. You have a hard time trusting your intuition because your gut is so chaotic sometimes. Make sure you're eating really healthy so that your gut is clear, so that you're a clear channel for spirit. Because if you're eating unhealthy or living any type of unhealthy lifestyle, Virgo, it's not gonna work out. Your manifestations are gonna be tainted by the toxins in your body, like literally, like they go hand in hand. So just make sure that you're really taking care of yourself. All right, so Jupiter and Libra, this one is definitely an interesting vibe, but Jupiter brings you the opportunity to feel secure about yourself with others. So this is really important because you need that type of security to feel good around others, but feeling good about yourself, because you're so locked in with other people and how they feel. Are they happy? Their happiness comes before yours. All types of things that you've been dealing with. When you write your manifestation, you literally include other people. So Jupiter's asking you, like, who are you? Who are you actually? Like, can you see yourself as yourself, but with others? because you're an entity of your own, but you act like you're just a part of them, but you're still here. So you need to be more selfish, Jupiter saying, and manifest for you. Don't include nobody else in your manifestations no more. You have to just talk about you, and don't manifest no relationship either, because you know that if you have Jupiter in Libra, the perfect relationship will come to you through divine timing and through your spiritual team. You can't be manifesting nobody. You don't even know what's right for you. Spirit knows exactly what's right for you. So don't even write nobody into your manifestations. It needs to be totally selfish. All right, I really got to change this lighting because this is crazy. And I'm about to go into Scorpio and you know it's about to be popping. Okay, so Jupiter and Scorpio gang. This my gang, this my crew. What's good, y'all? Yeah, I know, okay? I know. I do. Jupiter in Scorpio does not play. Like, this is the one very serious placement, and probably Jupiter in Capricorn. But this, nobody talks about Jupiter in Scorpio. Nobody talks about how tumultuously traumatic this placement is, okay? Just being thrown around like a damn puppet. It's crazy. Jupiter and Scorpio, like, I just feel like I'm thrown around up and down because this is one of the most spiritual placements that anybody could ever have in their chart. We're talking about the preacher, the teacher, the pastor, the church in the sign of Scorpio, which is the underworld, which is the shadow side, the shadowy aspect, the most dark magic, spiritual. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, right? Number one, yes, we are magical AF. We are magical AF. And how Jupiter brings us our unique experiences is through spiritual experiences. And this feels crazy. All right. It feels like you woke up before the whole world. This, I'm telling you, is definitely part of the old soul tribe gang. Like Jupiter in Scorpio, we're expanding the underworld here. We're expanding the darkness that human beings have within their psyche. Who asked for this? Number one, who said, you know what, we just want to go ahead and throw that in for that generation? Okay, I'm like, what is happening? Jupiter in Scorpio is really profound, and the experiences that I personally experience is, I'm just gonna say it like from my own kind of perspective, like Spirit brings me people, places, and experiences, and if I'm not in tune with my intuition, then I get literally effed up, right? Like if you trust people or if you go into a situation and you're just not really paying attention, you're not really focusing, especially with your intuition, you get effed up real quick because it's a spiritual experience that Jupiter is bringing. So it's like the opportunity to help somebody really dive into their shadow, to do psychic work. Like we are definitely psychics out here, like definitely. The reason that I can channel is because of this Jupiter energy that I have. Like it's this Scorpio energy that I have, and the fact that you can see deep into somebody's psyche is the experience, because we trigger people and then people leave us. They leave us behind because it's too much, right? It's too much for them to dive in deep. It's too much for them to think about things in a different perspective. But we love to do this because Jupiter is enthusiasm and opportunity and experience, and we just love it, even though it hurts. We love it. It's like having a dark night of the soul your entire life, basically. Again, who signed up for this? I don't know who did it. I don't know, no. Anywho, this is also very amazing because when we are aligned with spiritual opportunities and when we manifest things spiritually and aligned with spirit and in our integrity and all of those things for a deeper experience of life, and we're excited about experiencing a deeper experience, that's when Jupiter can expand for us the darkness and the magic that comes with Scorpio energy, because it's not just dark. Scorpio is power. We want power. And nobody knows, right? But we're trying to gain this power in like a very earthly kind of way, but it can only come through spirits blessings and through Spirit's gifts, and we have to be thankful for the times that it does come through, like especially like things on like social media and things like that. I don't know what your other placements are, but sometimes social media can be such a pressure to post this, post that all the time, blah blah blah. Scorpio doesn't do that. Scorpio works on its own timeline and like slithers through life like on its own time. So if you're pressuring yourself to do something, especially in the spiritual realm, it's not going to work out. Everything needs to go into alignment, and you need to trust your intuition more and more. And like your intuition is you, and you is your spiritual team. So until you really recognize and realize that all of it needs to be integrated into one in this body, then you're going to continue to having these spiritual lessons, and you're going to continue to feel like, why isn't Spirit with me? It's because you're not praying enough. It's because you're not thanking Spirit enough for your life in this lifetime right now. Like, it's really about gratitude, y'all. When you got this placement, just be so thankful and just know that you're protected, like highly, highly protected with this placement, but highly, highly chaotic and volatile. Okay, Jupiter in Sagittarius. Whoa, like, okay, we've got a winner here. Winner, winner. Okay, it's very much so at home here. Jupiter in Sagittarius. Now, the opportunity that Jupiter brings to you is a chance for you to actually bringing your spiritual self to a new level, because you are the sage. Like, you literally kind of like know everything, right? But instead of sitting in, oh, I know everything, hashtag Gen Z generation, right? Instead of sitting in that, I know everything, you need to be focusing on upgrading yourself on a new level. It's not about other people, right? This is about you and your own spiritual team. How are y'all doing? How are y'all communicating? How are you praying every day? How are you expressing your gratitude every single day? How are you really honoring your rituals? How are you honoring your tongue, the power of your tongue? How are you honoring all of that? That's what's important. It's not about, oh, I know all this, I already know. It's about, what don't you know? What aren't you seeing? It's a chance for you to up level yourself, and for you to find the deepest inner trust that any sign can experience. Seriously, Jupiter in Sagittarius, this is the deepest inner trust. The deepest, like, knowing what you're saying is true and valid, and not from a place of conditioning or ego or anything like that, but it's a place of pure spirit, like pure. If you can get yourself to that pure level, then Jupiter will bring more opportunities, and everything can come into alignment with you. It'll be so easy for you to manifest. It's already easy for you to manifest now, but you're taking it for granted, and you need to be more appreciative and manifest bigger things and value yourself on a spiritual level instead of an earthly level, on a more spiritual level. Who am I on the spiritual realm? How can I assist people in the spiritual level? Now, Jupiter in Capricorn. Jupiter in Capricorn, I honor you, okay? I see you. I see the hard work. I see you literally walking through mud. I see you really struggling, all right? Having Jupiter in Capricorn, it's like, oh, I'm expanding my hard work ethic. Thanks a lot. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Oh, I'm expanding my discipline. Oh, thanks a lot. I'm so sorry. But honestly, Jupiter is actually giving you opportunities to expand your self-importance, because sometimes, Capricorn, you just get lost in your work. You get lost in the sauce, and you feel like people don't even appreciate you, and you don't even care that people don't appreciate you. You're just like, oh, I'm just going to work just to work, right? But Jupiter is bringing you opportunity to really be acknowledged. You need to be acknowledged for your hard work. And when you put yourself in a place that you feel more vulnerable, and you're more thankful and grateful for where you've gotten, yes, it's like, I've gotten myself here, but your spiritual team is working just as hard as you. That's the thing. Like, this is your spiritual team. They're in Capricorn too. They're working just as hard as you to make sure that you have the foundation that you've been craving for. So you need to be more appreciative, and you need to pray more. You need to write more. You need to write just gratitude and the things that you specifically want. I know you're the one who wants that mansion. Like, I know that you're the one who wants to be CEO. You want to be on top. You want to be powerful, just like Jupiter and Scorpio. But instead of in the spiritual realm, you want it to be on the physical realm. Yes. So Jupiter is going to bring you tiny, teeny opportunities for you to express that gratitude. And if you can't stop and smell the roses sometimes, kind of like Jupiter and Virgo energy, go, you need to really like appreciate the moments that you have of quiet and solitude, the moments that you have of accomplishment, the moments that you've achieved something. It's not just, oh yay, she won this and next. You're the one who just does that next. You need to really stop and appreciate, like, wow, I just did that. Wow, I just made that impact. Wow, I just built that. You need to stop and appreciate stop to appreciate yourself, and Jupiter will bring more opportunities for that, for you to grow on the ladder. Jupiter and Aquarius. Yes. Okay. So Jupiter and Aquarius, you're having some self-esteem issues because you feel so sucked into the community, kind of like Libra energy, but it's different because you know how powerful of an impact that your ideas have on society. But for some reason, you've been going back and forth. Like, is this good enough? Like, you've been like self-doubting yourself for no freaking reason. So Jupiter in Aquarius, it's really important for you to have a lot of gratitude for your ideas, because you know that your ideas are not really yours, they're spirits. And your spiritual team is full of geniuses. They're full of innovators, and they need you to appreciate and like respect and honor the ideas that come through you in order for you to assist and up level and upgrade your community, because you're just like sitting on all these ideas thinking that you're not good enough, but you're literally the one that these ideas are coming to. So the least you can do is be thankful. And Jupiter brings these little opportunities where you had this idea and you actually pulled through with it for like the first time. You actually pulled through with it and you got great results. You need to continue to believe in yourself and to see yourself in the community, but you are the one on the outside making the community work in a very particular way that has your particular magic, which isn't just your magic, it's your whole spiritual team. That's why they came together and they chose you to put out the idea, and you need to have the courage to do that. Okay, last Jupiter sign, baby. Jupiter in Pisces. Yes, this is such a powerful Jupiter placement. Are you serious? Expanding the subconscious. Okay, well, that can be a little scary. Just ask me, Jupiter and Scorpio. Just chill out. You are a great manifester. You just manifest stuff like literally out of thin air, but it needs to be aligned with spirit. And this is the most important thing, is like you have probably put yourself in a situation where you've manifested so much, but it wasn't in alignment with your heart. And your heart is very pure. Your heart is very much so purified. You're definitely an old soul. Like you have that sage energy 100%. Like you know what you know. And you need to have more respect for yourself. You need to put yourself more on a pedestal. Yes, I know. You need to put yourself more on a pedestal, and you need to be more selfish, because without you, a lot of things wouldn't happen. And you need to really like applaud yourself, like, wow, like I did change that person's life. The compassion that you have, the empathy that you have is not something that should be taken for granted, because it's your whole spiritual team and it's their emotions too. And sometimes I feel like you're like an emotional tornado, like you don't know whose emotions are coming through at what time. This is why. It's because your spiritual team is also full of empaths. Your spiritual team is also full of highly sensitives and healers, and you need to respect and honor them, and you need to rest. Oh my gosh. Y'all need to be asleep. I'm not playing. I don't care if you didn't post today. You need to sleep. You need to rest, because you cannot wear yourself out. You have so much the energy. Okay, think of it like this. Like you are a very special battery. Like I see you as a very special battery, but your battery life does not last for weeks, years, days. It lasts for like an hour. But that 1 hour is going to produce the most potent energy ever. So you need to respect and honor that your energy is different. You hit different, and that you need to spend more time in isolation so that you can regenerate yourself, because you know that there's no way to regenerate yourself around other people. They suck the life out of you. And even if you find good people that you love, they still end up kind of taking away. So you need to come back to you, your altar. You need to pray every single night, take those spiritual baths, and Jupiter is going to really amplify your manifestations when you honor yourself and how special you are. So that was it. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Check out my other videos, and definitely check out my website for a one-on-one reading. Get it with your girl. I'm sending you so much love and peace, and I'll see you next time. Bye.